What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. Right now, I'm going to give you guys my review of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, Episode 2. Now, I liked the first episode, but I really felt like there was some stuff missing. I really felt like they had to get to the Rick and Michonne relationship quickly. My concern was that episode 2 was going to be all Michonne's backstory, and that the end of the episode would end in the exact same place that episode 1 ended in. So I'm very happy to say that we actually got to spend quite a bit of time with Rick and Michonne reconnecting. And that was by far the best part of this episode, was seeing them reconnecting, seeing Michonne realize what's going on, the horror of understanding the predicament that Rick is in and now the predicament that she is in, but also this mixture of terror and joy when she realizes, I found him. He's alive. He's good. You could even tell that there was this, when she was surrendering, she had this certain sense of satisfaction and joy that fell over her when she was surrendering. Like, okay, I found him. Now we just got to figure out how we're going to get out of this. So that was all good stuff, and I really enjoyed that point on. Michonne's backstory. All right, this is a problem with The Walking Dead, and this has been a problem that they've had for a little while now, especially in these spin-offs, I've noticed. We get introduced to characters, and we like these characters, but these characters are introduced for one reason and one reason alone, and that's to die. And that's fine. You know, shows like this need a body count. But the problem is when they introduce characters and they don't even last an episode. They don't even last 2 episodes. Guys, I liked these characters that Michonne became friends with. I liked them. And they were wiped out before anything could happen. I mean, before we could really care about them and get invested in their stories, they're gone. They were introduced strictly to be cannon fodder. And I don't know. I would like to see more characters. I'd like to see their stories explored a little more before we just throw them away. I always point back to James Cameron's Aliens. I always point back to James Cameron's Aliens. We spent a lot of time with those Marines before they even saw an alien. Yeah, they were cannon fodder. They were there to die. But we spent enough time with them that we got to know them. We got invested in them, and we felt something when they died. I didn't feel anything when these guys died. I liked them as characters, but okay. You were introduced, and then you're dead. Nice knowing you. I would have liked to have spent more time with them so that we could get more invested in them, so that when they did die, we felt something. And we felt sadness for their character deaths. We would feel empathy for what Michonne is going through. Michonne is the reason they're dead. I mean, I don't know. I feel like sometimes the Walking Dead writers are too eager to get to the bloodshed. And The Walking Dead has evolved to a point where, yeah, it's a zombie show. And yeah, it's a show that's famous for character deaths. But that doesn't have to be every single episode. That doesn't have to be something that we introduce new guys, they're dead. We can spend time with some characters. And that's okay. That's a nitpick. This was a really good episode. Outside, once Michonne and Rick got together, the rest of the episode was booming. It was firing on all cylinders, and I can't wait to see what happens in episode 3. Getting, oh my gosh, what's her name in the show? The trash lady. I'm going to feel stupid when I look it up because I know her name. It's not coming to me, though, off the top of my head. The trash lady. You guys know who I'm talking about. She definitely brings another dynamic to this that is very interesting. It's fun. It sets up an antagonist that we actually care about. The general that we met in episode 1, I don't care about him yet, but I care about this antagonist because she has so much history with The Walking Dead. She has history with Rick, and it's a complex history. So yeah, I'm really glad that they brought her back. I knew they were going to bring her back. She was on the cast sheet, but I'm really glad that they brought her back in the way that they did. This is going to be a complex relationship moving forward, where it's going to be obviously antagonistic. That's exciting. So episode 2, very good. I liked it just as much as episode 1. I wish they would have kept some characters around. I think this is something that The Walking Dead is struggling with right now, introducing characters just to kill them. But like I said, that's a nitpick. This was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. So that's my take on The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, episode 2. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below.